Hello and welcome to your reading, Sagittarius soul family. I am so excited to get a little bit of insight and information into what's happening in your life right now and how you can move forward. So like I mentioned, this is the reading for Sagittarius. Make sure you check out for your big three. I'm trying to post about 2 a week. These are timeless readings, so whenever you stumble upon them, Spirit has a little message for you. But let's go ahead and get an idea of what's going on with you right now, Sagittarius. Okay, interesting. She came up in another reading. So I have co-creation or Spider Woman. Okay, so you are definitely working on something right now, and I'm actually hearing from Spirit that you are in your zone. You are in your area of expertise. You are focusing on your strengths and you are going all in. And I love to hear that. And I think that there's a lot of magic surrounding whatever you're working on right now, because it's almost like, you know, maybe you're a painter and you show up to your studio or you show up to the easel each day and you do your work and then you walk away, and in the morning it's almost as though Spirit has come and sprinkled some fairy dust on it and made what you did the day before into something that you're kind of taken aback by. And there's just very much this magic and this I'm hearing like a co-conspirators with you and Spirit, and I love that energy in a reading. There's a lot of light here. There's a lot of fun, and there is a lot of play. And when I hear that, there's a part of me that's like, did I get it wrong? Did I maybe hear that this is that I'm doing the wrong sign? But no, Sagittarius, Spirit wants to affirm to you that you are working on what you need to work on right now. And even if there is like a high creativity, a high play energy here, and Spirit is saying it can be fun. It can be light. It can be playful. Not everything within the spiritual journey or on the spiritual path has to have a level of density. In fact, we strive to transmute that density so that we can be more in our light. So let's get a little bit more for you. What's going on? Why am I doing this reading for you here today? Okay, big messages coming in. Final card. Amazing. I love it. I love it. Okay, so I have the Spirit Guardian of Winter here, and this is all about retreat. This is all about starting to take it a little bit slower. So maybe you've been in this co-creation energy for quite some time, and maybe you're kind of approaching the part where you're burning out, or you're just getting a little bit okay, thank you. Spirit said not burning out, but you are getting a little tired. And sometimes as a fire sign, you have this tendency to push, 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 but Spirit is really letting you know that it's in your best interest, and it's in the best interest of whatever it is you are working on for you to take a step back. I actually get the impression that this is going to be a brief step back, but you've been here before, and perhaps it lasted a really, really long time. And there's almost like this fear that's bubbling up to the surface that, oh my gosh, I was on a roll and now I'm hitting a stop, or now I'm hitting a block. And Spirit is really encouraging you to just take that momentary step away. It's probably going to be about a day or two, maybe a couple of weeks at most, and then you're going to be ready to come back in. There is this energy of, and I often get this for the women that I support or the healers that I support and the creatives, is that sometimes not only do you need space to breathe, but so does your creation. And Spirit's going to allow some things, what I'm hearing is details to be worked out in this time period where you're taking a break. And we have Bluebird Spirit, which is encouraging you to go towards your happiness, to go towards your joy and follow your bliss. And I think what might be a little confusing is that this creation, this project very much is in your joy, and it is creating a lot of bliss in your life. So why step away? Well, again, it's like this momentary pause, and you're being invited to really just look at a couple of other things. Sometimes you are the archer of the zodiac. You get very focused on your target, so focused that everything else kind of gets blurry, everything else goes soft. And Spirit is asking you to broaden the scope of what you're looking at just right now. I don't pick up anything, is falling under the radar that needs immediate attention, or there's some kind of an emergency, but it's almost like there's some inspiration for you within these other areas of life or within these other projects that are going to enhance the work that you are currently doing. But again, if you don't give each other, it's almost like this creation is almost like got a life of its own, and for you it does. It is like another being here on earth. But if you take that space, you're going to just get what I'm picking up on is like certain details that you can't see right now because you're so focused. Things that are going to really enhance it and really make it even more magical than I think it already is. It's almost like this enchanted, oh, that makes sense. It's got this very enchanted energy to it. And I was thinking when I went up to all my decks to pick the ones for your reading, I went towards all of my really mystical ones. I mean, and they're all mystical because it's Oracle and Tarot, for crying out loud. But they really have this like fairy, mermaid, elven spirit to it. So I kind of wonder what you are working with, and Spirit does want you to know that you have a lot of fairy energy around you right now, Sagittarius. So if things are going missing, thank you. One of the things that might happen is that we'll stick with the painting thing. Let's keep it consistent here, okay? But make it apply to your situation. But it might be that one morning you show up and your paintbrushes are gone. Well, that's very typical fairy behavior where they hide things. It's a form of play, but if you start to notice that's happening, it might be them letting you know, hey, it's time to take that step back. It's time to take that break, okay? And then one of your next card is the Ancient Oak Spirit, which is all about your strength. But even more, I'm being drawn to take a look at just the magic in this card, the fairy energy, those orbs, the lightning bugs. This is such a powerful card. This is card number 2. I'm being told to mention that you might be a life path too, Sagittarius. But this is the Strength card. And what they're saying is at times you get so in your zone and so laser focused that you almost like question if you have the strength to walk away. But simultaneously you have this question within you is, do I have the strength to walk away, or do I have the strength to keep going? And that tug of war is very common for you. And Spirit is actually saying, let's not look at it as a tug of war. Let's look at it as a dance, where sometimes you dance away from it, and then sometimes you come in and dance with it. Okay. And also I'm saying, you know, it's very similar. Maybe you're composing a piece of music. There's a lot of like the arts in this reading. But maybe sometimes you're practicing as a duet or as a trio. I almost said a triplet. No, or as a trio. And then sometimes it's time for you to go solo. All right. So I am being guided to just reinforce to you that now is a time for you to dance away, to step away. And if you are in the zone in regards to, gosh, I just really want to keep creating, I want to keep painting, or I want to keep composing music, or I want to keep writing my book or writing a book, then do that, but just find a little bit of a different project, a little bit of a different, a different point of focus for right now. And again, Spirit is saying loud and clear, this is temporary, Sagittarius, and it is for the benefit of you and what you are working on. Okay, where do I want to go from here? Right here. This is one of my most gorgeous. The most beautiful deck that I have, the artwork on it is Josephine Wall, and I'm just being guided to say she has very enchanting works of art. That's why I'm so drawn to her, but take a look at her stuff. It might be a fun little side project. You know, I have her artwork on journals. I have a Josephine Wall puzzle, but I'm just being guided. Yes, I see that. Thank you. I'm being guided to share that with you. Spirit said, we don't want you to look at the words on that card. We want you to look at the image. Noted. Okay. So the card that we have, I guess we don't care about the words, but it is the seven heavenly virtues. And what they really want you to look at is how she's catching this shooting star. And that's really what is available to you. It's this catching of magic or catching of this next detail when you take that step back. Are you tired of hearing me say take a step back? I'm kind of tired of hearing it, but it keeps coming through. But this is really Spirit saying there is something, and you sense this and you feel this, there's something missing from what you're working on. And it's like the smallest of small details, but you know how sometimes when you're working on something, it is like the smallest detail that just makes it pop, that just makes it come to life, that just kind of makes it feel complete. And as you back away, you're going to be very much inspired by life. You're going to catch the detail, you're going to catch the what's worth noting, and then you're going to show up and be able to add it in, and it's going to, and they're saying it will bring it to life. It's the arrow hitting the target dead on, without a doubt. Okay, but yeah, they said don't look at the words, look at the image. So beautiful. Okay, and then the next that I have, okay, cool. We have the dove, which is don't worry, be happy. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the next card. Take a leap of faith. And right now it feels like you are on a roll, and I know what that's like, to be on a roll and to feel like you're in your zone, in your things are flowing freely, and then to get a message to pull back, it can be a little daunting because you don't want to break that flow of creation. But what Spirit is really saying is this leap of faith, this pause, this break is actually going to keep you in the flow. Don't look at it as a stop. Look at it, thank you, as an opportunity to get some more inspiration, to freshen your perspective. And then you'll be able to come back and keep going. And it'll be like you didn't step away at all. And then your final card of the reading is the Dolphin, which is don't worry, be happy. And isn't this so? Happiness, are you happy? What else makes you happy besides working, besides focusing on what you're manifesting or creating right now? It is like broaden your scope, broaden your field of vision. I don't even know if that makes sense, but look at a broader horizon for right now. And again, it's not because I pick up anything's wrong, but it's almost like you're painting a landscape. Oh, that's powerful. I'm assuming some of y'all are painters out there, but it's like you're painting a landscape and all you're looking at are different landscapes, and all you're looking at are, maybe you're painting an ocean. And so all you're doing is looking at the ocean, and all you're thinking about is the ocean. But the idea, the detail, the highest vision comes to you when you're not so laser focused. Okay, I'm just feeling like I need to get one more card. Okay, so let's get an action step. We know you're stepping away. We know that you are not going to worry about it, and you're going to wait for that beautiful inspiration to come in for you. But what, oh, that one. Okay, thank you. What are you being guided to look at? Okay, so we get the Lover's card number 6. Intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions, and good health. So a couple of things. One, check in with your partner. Make sure that they're not feeling a little slighted by you being so immersed in your work. I'm actually picking up that they're used to it and they celebrate it, and it's kind of what pulls them to you is just how passionate you are about the work that you are doing in this world. But also your health. So, now might be a time where you go and get your physical. I know I have got to get my eyes checked this week. So when you watch this video, check in with me. Karen, did you get your eyes checked? Because I'm doing it with the intention that this week I'm going to do that, but it might be something like that. Now, Archangel Raphael is also present on this card, and his emerald ray is feeling very, very strong in my energy right now. So one of the other things that I would consider is, okay, that's a bigger message and I'm surprised by it, but is there an aspect of your healing that you're almost ignoring or looking away from or avoiding by throwing yourself into work right now? And I think when I'm getting a message and I'm sitting in the energy that you're in, I think that perhaps if you are doing that, if you are avoiding or ignoring, it's only because you think that the healing is going to require a lot more from you than it really is. This is something that when you take a quick little look at it, you're gonna say like, oh, I didn't realize I do that. And you're gonna naturally start to shift your behavior or your mindset, but it's going to be quite fast. And that's what I'm picking up for you. I'm not surprised because Sagittarius is one of the fastest moving energies in the zodiac. That being said, I mean, and I do feel like what this is leading me to think for you is whatever it is you are avoiding, the fix is going to be quick. And you're going to kind of say, oh, why didn't I do that sooner? So this is a beautiful energy for you, Sagittarius. I'm excited for you. I love this energy. I wish I could sit in it all day. I might, okay? But let me know how this resonates. Let me know what it is that you are working on. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye.